All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in the place to be. I'm your host, Adam Mill. To the right of me, my co-host, Cuz the Governor. We got Ty, the man off the grid. We got Skills Mega, the hip hop scholar. Jammer One, hopefully I said that right. He had a show today, so you know what I'm saying? Much success to that. Shout out. Hopefully he sent us videos of that. And Quan Bizzle, the man in the middle, he couldn't be with us today, but he will try to make it next week. That man working 2 jobs, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You feel me? Um, so our first reaction video, I'm gonna go here, see what this, see some requests. Go right here. See if I got this right. Open browser. These old computers, man, they take a minute. 1 second. All right, there we go. Can y'all see that? Oh, you gotta accept it, right, Gov? Which one is it?
Yeah, accept
Instagram,
that.
John.
You gotta share it. That's it.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it is. Now I can't see you guys, but can y'all see that?
Not yet.
All right. Let me know. You know, I'm sitting here in limbo.
Yeah, nothing new.
The trend of black children or black people getting their ass whooped by white folk is crazy.
Trend is that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. Here it go. Smart recording on. So you hit the share.
Yeah, I believe I did. Hold on. Let me go back up. Hold on. I'm gonna have to wake your boy out of his slumber, bro. Oh, hold on. 1 second. 1 second.
Hold on. Let's see. Share setting. Send me that jump.
Y'all still with me?
Yep.
Hold on. I'm trying to get back to y'all so I can reshare. Hold on. This some old nigga ish, bro. This straight up old nigga ish. This is what old niggas go through. And Skills, y'all better not laugh, man. It's gonna be a time when y'all get my age and technology gonna surpass y'all. Oh.
Shit.
Yeah, we at the age where technology ain't passing niggas. Technology is taking niggas' jobs.
Right.
Shit.
Taking them
Woo.
over.
Woo.
Taking over. Jobs, taking their
That's
lives, everything.
hey Skills. It's so bad, bro. I everything that like I worked as a database developer for some years, right? And
Yeah,
like that was a hot thing. Once AI came in,
Yeah.
that's old news. Now I gotta like upskill completely to even
The
get back
rescue,
on track.
man. You see it now, God?
Yeah.
Listen to the rescue, bro. I'll get it right. All right, so, and good thing about editing, man, that's a good thing. All this can get skipped. All right, so I'm about to press play. This is about Dylann Roof
Dylan.
and you know, the pardon as far as the Joe Biden situation. What else? Be reading here. Says the murder worship. I'm gonna play it. Clemency. If I'm pronouncing that word right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
The people who you recommended get clemency and live at the expense and sufferance of taxpayers for the rest of their lives. Let's start with Dylann Roof. Dylann was a neo-Nazi who murdered 9 African-American worshipers at a Bible study in Charleston, South Carolina, 2015. Do you remember this case?
I do remember it very well.
I would hope you did. Here's his victims. You want to look at them? There they are. 9 of them at a Bible study in a church, killed in cold blood. The DOJ knew from day one that he had decided, I'm going to quote from the prosecutors, decided to attack African Americans because of their race. He further decided to attack African American worshipers in a black church in order to make his attack more notorious. More notorious. And yet you recommended that he be granted clemency, live at the expense of taxpayers for the rest of his life, substitute your judgment for that of the American judicial system. Do you stand by that recommendation today?
Sir, I'm not going to comment on the recommendations that I made, but I can tell you that Mr. Roof is going to die in prison as...
He's going to live in prison for a very long time because of you, because of your recommendations. And here's what you said in your memo of October 30th, 2024. You said that actually Roof is not a compelling candidate for clemency, but you recommended it anyway. Why? Because he suffered from anxiety, you said. Right? He suffered from anxiety. Did it ever occur to you that maybe the family of his victims might suffer a little bit of anxiety because he marched into their church and murdered them in cold blood because he was an incredible racist and he wanted to get on TV?
Sir.
Do you regret it?
I'm not going to comment on the
Do
recommendations
you regret it?
that I made.
Enjoy how white men talk to their women. Hold on.
You regret it.
It's awful.
There you go.
So now we gonna build on what we just saw.
Yeah, let's build on it. I'm my old behind trying to work this technology skill. Y'all can go ahead. Try to get it.
All right, well, I'm gonna keep it brief, you know what I mean? Like, my thing is like this. What can this country do to show us that they don't fuck with us, bro? If we ain't get the message by now, I don't think we gonna get it. You know what I mean? America mess with dogs more than black people, especially black men. So, you know what I mean? Like, this doesn't surprise me. This the same, what they call it when they already made a movie, then they bring it back, or modernize it. This the reboot. I mean, we just seen it before. I'm not shocked at all. I think that it's crazy and it's appalling, but at the same time, like, it's not really shocking, in my opinion.
Right.
That's true. I think it's more take this doggone screen off, man. It's crazy. Hold on a second. There we go. I think it's more to this that meets the eye. I think that the reason why they don't want to give him the death penalty, because I'm interested to see their laws on capital punishment. Because if they have the execution law there, then this should be, he should be put to death, in my opinion. You go in a church, first of all, they're civilians. They're not opposing any threat. They welcome you with open arms. And in return, you unalived them. in cold blood, and your intention was to do so. So you were, you were well aware what you were doing. So over what, 9 people? You should be unalive, sir. You should be put to death. If you want to, I think this country has an issue with justice and equality since the colonizers came on this rock, landed on this rock, where white rights are different from black rights. If it was a black man who unalived over 9 white faith worshipers, it wouldn't have been a question. He probably would have been put to death years ago. So why are we trying to keep this man alive and waste taxpayers' money?
Yeah.
That's the big question.
But
I believe they're trying to, and she made a statement, oh, he's going to die in jail. We can't, you expect us to believe you? You expect us to have full confidence and faith in what you're saying out of your mouth, ma'am? When a president can easily come in and free this guy after 15, 20 years, right? So we've been seeing people on death row become free people. Have we not? So I think he should be put to death. The crime was heinous enough where he should be put to death. And that's it. I think this country is really, really showing its racist head, this ugly face. Racism is being more blunt than ever since COVID. And yeah, that's all I need to speak on it. That's all I need to say on this particular topic. Taz, anything you want to add on to?
Nah, I mean, I would just say the one thing. I don't. Yeah, I think it's kind of messed up that they're trying to overturn it, but at the same time, man, I feel like the easy way is death. People like that should just, even if it's wasting tax, it's taxpayer money, let them suffer in the jail. Because like if I was to put myself in Dylann Roof's situation, if I was looking at a life sentence and you offer me to kill me in a couple of years or a year or two, I'll probably be relieved, to be honest. You know what I mean? So like I feel like it's better to just let him sit there and suffer until he die. Somebody can kill him in there. You know,
Yeah, that is a good way to look at it. But another way to look at it is, I believe in capital punishment, right?
but what it do?
It first of all, capital punishment lowers the crime rate because it leaves a warning, a precautionary warning to others who wants to go this route. It lets them know, if I do this, I'm out of here, right? And we know that when people do mass shootings, they want to unalive themselves. Like recently, some guy walked up to a Tesla parking lot where they recharge Tesla cars, and let's open fire. A white guy, I think, killing and striking one person, wounding several others, then unaliving himself. So certain people, when they're in that mindset, they want to go on suicidal missions. But for the people who are like Dylann Roof, who don't want to go on a suicidal mission, because if that's the case, he would have unalived himself right after he done the job, right? I think that you should be put to death swiftly. I believe that it should be a public display. It should be a public hanging or beheading. And you should pay tickets. Like $500 front row seat. And this would deter a lot of people from doing stupid, senseless, heinous crimes. I guarantee you the crime rate will lower itself. I guarantee you. But if a person knows that they can get away with a heinous crime like killing religious folk, innocent people, children, babies, dogs, and get 3 hots in a cot, go, hit the law books and get swolled up and become a sharper criminal, then they don't have no fear of nothing. And this is why you see rapid murders now in the inner city. Not to get off topic, but these guys be on Instagram and social media, man. One dude posted up the other day, I seen, got a line full of tennis shoes, man. He ain't even supposed to have Timberlands in prison. Unless, when I was locked up, you wasn't supposed to have boots in prison unless you was brought in with the boots. You get what I'm saying? Not supposed to have Timberlands street boots, coming to jail. This guy got Timberlands, Nikes. He got dopes, you know what I'm saying? He got all types of name brand shoes. His locker filled with snacks and goodies. He living it up. I made a funny remark. I said, man, I'm also trade places with you. You living it up. And you living free off of taxpayers' money. So they're not going to be afraid to body somebody or do heinous crimes when they know that they're going to go in there and live more comfortable than they were out in the street.
I don't know. I don't want to go. I wouldn't want to go to prison. I don't care what's going on, how they treat me.
He not lying. There are people that would rather have 3 hots in the cot than to be outside with nowhere to go.
True.
Yeah, I get it.
Dudes live better in jail than they live ever out here. They got their respect. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? They done joined the little crew. They eating good. They hit the law library. They lifting weights. They're in better shape than they ever been. And they want to build some funny business. They got themselves a boy in there. You get what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
They probably couldn't even get a girl out here. They got themselves a boy in there.
Yeah, but nah, they pulling many women out here while they in there.
Oh yeah, security guards and everything.
Right. They got them sending them money for commissary.
Living good.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna say they living good, because here's the thing: you living the life of a slave when you in prison. You know what I mean? Because that is the exception when it comes to that amendment. I forget which one it is in the Constitution, but the one that said that slavery is over, but it's not over. They just said except for penalty of crime. So when you step into that system, they're saying, all right, here's your number because now you're ours. So basically, that's the whole game of it. That I think that's the dangerous part of it. When a lot of people be looking at them like, oh man, they living it up. You're not living it up in the closet. You know what I mean? I got the freedom. I might not have what I want, a lot of the things that I want, but I am able to get up and go outside and go do things and then come back and try to get what I want. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that's a big difference. And I think that's the one thing that a lot of us are really taking for granted that's outside versus the people that's inside,
Their freedom.
Yeah.
To get up and go to the store when you want.
Yeah.
Walk through those walls. They can't do that.
Right.
They can try.
Right. Like you gotta get permission to go from one part of the building to the other.
Yep. Use the bathroom and everything. Right. I remember when I was over DOC in 95, man, 48 hours in the cell. And every other day you take a shower, 5-minute shower. And she shower. Anything over that 5 minutes, the goon squad gonna come and beat the daylights out. So whatever nicks and crannies you need to wash, you better do it in 5 minutes or less, bro.
Yeah.
And then everybody got to share a little TV and decide on two channels what to watch.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, they can have that. I love the scent of a woman too much, man, to be confined. I can't be around dudes all day with high testosterone, bro.
Yeah.
Just watching my back and be, it's like being on survival every day of your life. Who's next?
Yeah.
It's too dramatizing. At least in the real world, you can go in your house and lock the doors. There's right in your face, live and direct. Right. So maybe jail is if they plan on putting him in the most hardest jail, if they put him in ADX, I'm fine.
But he's still on death row. He's still on death row. They didn't take him off.
Oh, okay. Good. But let him do his time at ADX. Then they get fried. And still sell the tickets. I'll probably buy one. I'll probably buy one of those tickets before I buy a Wizards ticket. I ain't gonna hold you. I had to make a strong decision, Gov. Do I watch LeBron play against the Wizards tonight, or do I see Dylann Roof fry? I think I'm gonna see Dylann Roof fry. I think that's more historical.
I watch LeBron.
Yeah, man. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? You know, prayers go out to the families of those who lost their lives. You know, it's tragic. But yeah, bro, let's move on. Skills, should we segue this, fellas? Should we segue this to the Sydney Favors, aka Sydney Star?
Yeah.
This jail topics, or should we just go straight to the Glasses Malone and the game topic? Which one should we do?
We go straight to
Sydney Star?
yeah.
I don't see why not. Hold on. Let me see. Oh. All right. Let's go. Let's see where we at. Damn. Hold on.
There you go.
This is Malone. Another hip hop. Right. Hold on, Gov. I think I got it. Hold on. Did I share it?
Yep.
I'm getting nice with this. Let me know when to play.
It's open.
Love and hip hop star
Y'all
Sydney
hear it?
Star, known as Sydney Favors,
Y'all can hear that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here we go.
Love and hip hop star Sydney Star, known as Sydney Favors, is facing multiple felony charges for allegedly abusing a child. According to Georgia court records viewed by Oxygen, Star has been charged with sexual battery against a child under the age of 16, aggravated child molestation, and sodomy. Star is a transgender model and TV personality who appeared on Season 9 of Love and Hip Hop New York. According to a press release from the Hapeville Police Department, she was arrested on August 2nd after police were called to an Embassy Suites hotel in the greater Atlanta area on a report of a sexual assault involving a child. According to an arrest warrant, Star confessed to the acts, telling investigators they were consensual. Authorities said in a press release, quote, "Because this case involves a juvenile, no additional information will be released from our agency." Star is being held without bond at the Fulton County Jail. Her next court appearance is scheduled for August 25th. Her attorney did not immediately respond to a request for comment.
All right. Fellas, I got one question to ask y'all before we start on this. Are you scared now, Negroes? Let's talk about it. Oh, boy. Let's try to be political as possible. I do have one question, and I'm gonna speak my piece at the end because I'm curious to know what y'all take on this. Where is the LGBTQ community at when someone get out of line in their community? Where is, the apology letter, or should they be speaking on this and admonishing Sydney Favors? I'm gonna let y'all have it. Go. You go first on there, then Skills, and then Ty.
I mean, quite naturally, but I mean, I hate to play devil's advocate, but for one thing, here's the one thing I'll say for sure. This whole thing, the allegations, they talking about like this kid like 13, 14 years old, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's start with that part right there. So you taking advantage, that's taking advantage. This is a grown 37 years old.
Grooming.
Yeah, that's groomed, you know what I mean? 13, 14 years old. Now, here's the funny thing about it. If Sidney Starr was going by his regular Sidney whatever, and he was this straight man, and it was a 13-year-old girl, 14-year-old girl, whatever the age is, you know what I mean? I don't think that it would be no question that everybody would just be instant outrage.
Yeah,
You know what I
maybe
mean?
with R. Kelly somewhere.
Automatically, you know what I mean? So definitely this should be the same in this case too, you know what I mean? So when it come down to that, now when it comes to like, should the group of people come out and say something? Of course they should, but at the same time, the wonder is, isn't this kind of like the way that it kind of works, you know what I mean? Like, because think about, what's his name, Saucy Santana, for example. There's a video out about him, and he over there talking about how kids want to get with him. So you throw all these type of things together, and then all the different things when they wanted to perform in front of kids, they wanted to have the shows and things like that. So there is a connection, you know what I mean? So there should be some type of statement that needs to be made by them and saying, is this what you represent or not?
Yeah, there should be some type of public announcement. Because I'm starting to think that this is a community that does not want to. I know that shit. I know that shit, yeah.
What I call it?
The volcano from out of Iceland, they come to take over the rap game like the white man. Hiller the Hitler, photobomb at Yahoo, read it on missile. Watch me do it like the Pointer Sisters. Slip arsenic in your corn liquor. Two bigger L's than the Aubrey nigga. From Pappy Mays in the past, the Mays in the church is vacant. Preacher with Bobby, trapped in the basement. I'm laughing, just imagine the Sleepy Beauty had herpes.